So,
Awesome.
Charles, it's so good to see you today. You look amazing. I'm ex-
Thank you. You
You're
too.
welcome.
Look
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you. I'm so excited to hear all that's been going on with you. But let's start from the beginning. How did you come to come into the group coaching? Um, you know, our group coaching.
Sure. So I am a member of the Florence Belsky Foundation, and I received your information from Dan Snyder. So that's how I came to know your career design lab.
Wonderful. And what made you want to join, or what was going on in your life at that time?
So I was at a crossroads. I am an actor, I'm an artist. I do more than just act. I had been working for several years in various administrative industries, hoping for someday, I don't know, magically for me to start acting without actually like moving full time into it, which I did before. So I was accustomed to the grind of being an actor, being an artist, and reality set in. You have to work. So if you don't work, you can't eat, and I need to eat. So I said to myself, okay, how do I fix this? And so some opportunities came up in the workforce administratively, so I did that. I was at a crossroads, and your information came to me, and I thought that this would be a great help and addition to what I wanted to do in helping me understand my journey.
Wonderful. And when we were all together, how did you feel that the group setting worked for you? Did you jive with the people that were there? What was that experience like for you when we were all together?
So I thought that the energy was really positive in our group. I don't know, what you've experienced, leading these groups in the past, but I thought that everyone was honest. The group was small. I liked that. It was only four of us, five including you, and so it gave. You enough time to sort of kind of talk to each and every one of us individually. And the group members, my colleagues, were just extremely gracious and very helpful in giving feedback. So I appreciated that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Tell me, what did you learn about yourself in it that you didn't maybe know before? What have you gleaned from it now put into pursuing your dreams?
So, as I said to you before, I was at a crossroads and I really was looking to make an immediate move to working consistently as an artist or putting my energy out there to do so. And so, your workshop really helped me understand that it is my story that is truly unique. And that's what's going to set me apart from other people. I knew this, but you brought it home, and now when I'm actually preparing to meet people or having conversations, writing about myself if I have to do that, I'm always focused on being specific and pulling out those things that sets me apart from other people.
Oh, that's great. And how does that feel for you? Or what feedback have you gotten when you met one-on-one with people and you tell your story?
They seem very interested and wanted to find out more about me. When you actually interview for these types of jobs, it's very mainstream, and I, like many other people, fell into that trap of answering those questions very cookie cutter. And at the end of the day, if you're an interviewer, you don't want to sit and go through 100 people saying the same thing to you, And when someone says something different and they're really invested in who they are and have a good understanding and foundation of that, it draws you in.
Wow, that's cool. And I bet how do you feel differently when you're on these interviews and things like that?
I feel freer to talk about myself, and I think that it comes with growing and learning who you are, and that's something that I want to do until I make my transition from this world. I mean, it's important to me to get to know who I am because we change, we evolve, and when you can sit confidently and have a conversation with someone and say, this has been my experience, unapologetically and honestly, it really it frees you. It lets you be who you truly are, and you can make that offering to whoever you're talking to.
Oh, that's so well said. Oh my gosh. So tell me what you've been doing since the class and since, I've seen your acting reel, which is just stunning. Tell me how that experience has been for you and also some of the doors that we've been able to open for you, if anything has happened there, or where you're at with your life now.
Sure. So when I met you, I was definitely again looking to do something immediately, and so I had started the ball rolling with like initial phone conversations with the production team that I did the reel with, and also the owners of the reel that I did for voiceover, and also the person that I went to, the photographer that is, for headshots, and so you came at a time that was just perfect because I was able to say, okay, these are the things I want to do. And I have someone that is also saying to me, yeah, I think that you should definitely do it. So the support was good. I had already jumped over the cliff. I said to myself, look, I cannot stay where I am anymore. And so I said, I'm going to go ahead and just step out there again and see what happens. So I have been able to create my voiceover reel in the process of our workshop. I've gotten representation for voiceover in the process of our workshop. I have began to get callbacks for voiceover auditions, and so I am excited about that. I am really looking to move forward in that industry as well. As you know, I created my acting reel during the course of all of this, and it has been just a journey and very, very rewarding so far. And in addition to that, I was able to get new headshots. And so those are the three things that I focused on while doing this workshop in order to the best way I can as an actor.
That's amazing, and you've done an extraordinary job of that. They're all so professional. It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Anything with the people, tell me a little bit about what that's like for some of the doors that have opened for you.
Sure.
Anything there or on your own, obviously, too?
Sure. So you actually introduced me to a producer by the name of Nicholas Levis. And it's funny you mentioned Nicholas because I actually was just working with him yesterday doing some administrative work. He called me and asked me if I would come over to his home office in Ridgewood to do some administrative work, and I was able to do that. So we were just working together. He seems to be very interested in helping me understand the production industry more. And he too is interested in also helping me to connect with some casting directors, possible agents in the industry. So we'll see what happens. I mean, the best thing that I'm learning in these situations is to, come and be honest, be myself, and just to be consistent. So, I said I was going to be there at a certain time. I'm there. I'm working, I'm engaged, and we'll see what happens. But he's been great so far. Um, you have also introduced me to Lori Wyman,
Yeah,
who's a casting director in Florida, and I hope to connect with her soon. I haven't heard back, but that was the other thing that we learned in the workshop that I used to do quite often, but you just you know hit it home. You know what I mean? Follow through. So if I don't hear from her at some point next week, I will follow through.
absolutely. No, I sent your thing to her, and she immediately wrote back to me, which was amazing, and she said, it seems his address is in New York,
Right.
is he in Florida?" I don't know if that was a caveat, but look at, she's got a role for you. She did all the shows that you've ever watched that have been filmed in Miami. She cast
Okay.
them all. She is huge. Look
Okay.
her up.
I have,
Huge.
yes.
Yeah, you saw
Mhm.
all the stuff she's done. I mean, she's major here. So, I think that was the only caveat that he was like, "Well, is he in Florida or where?" Because his address is New York. But that's just something you go, "Hey, jump on a plane, like, I don't care,"
Absolutely. Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So good. So, so good. And so are you now pursuing, except for working with Nick, who Nick will open up like so many doors for you. And I know Ramphis, when he comes back, you're going to be able to work with him as well, hopefully, when he comes back.
Yes. Yes. So Ramphis was the other person that you made a connection or an introduction to. And I actually may be able to connect with him one on one through the foundation. And
Yeah.
so, right. So I was thinking when I sent you that email just asking, should I follow up and include you? I said, I can actually request to have a one-on-one meeting with him, and I think it would be great because I do aspire to have my own production company and go into production at some point. But I really want to gain the knowledge and the experience as an actor and other things in the arts before I do that.
Yeah, and his whole background totally aligns with you, the kinds of films that he does, and you see him on
Yes.
Instagram, what he's involved in. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. So it seems that if you could describe one thing or a couple things that changed for you over the course of, this last month and the group coaching, what would you say would be your biggest takeaway?
Having the support was extremely important during this time. I think that the colleagues that were in the workshop with me, we were all sort of kind of in the same boat as far as wanting to move forward and just needing some guidance and support in doing so. And so the workshop was really, really useful and helpful with gaining more confidence, and just being able to say, okay, these are the things that work that I'm doing, and these are the things that don't work,
Mhm.
and how can I fix the things that don't work so that I can move forward with what I really want to do. And so you were very honest with your feedback, and I appreciated that. I mean, sometimes you were just like, I don't mean to be, um, you know, too hard on you guys. I'm like, give it to me, like that is the industry. The industry is very, very, very clear,
Yeah.
and brutally honest in many ways. And so if you're having someone there that supports you and that has a positive outlook on your future and is willing to give you the knowledge, I'm all open. So I thought that that was great. The
Yeah.
second thing that I was saying was that I really appreciated your follow through, and it's it's rare. People don't necessarily follow through. And I wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate that.
Oh, you're so welcome. So what's, in store for you, Charles, moving forward?
I'm putting myself out there. I am in search of representation again for legit work here in the city.
Good.
So while I'm doing that, I'm also submitting myself through, backstage, and I am just looking to connect with people that share a like mindset and really want to uh, create some wonderful artistic projects.
That's awesome. Well, the world is your oyster, and you deserve to be on the big screen because you are amazing and your acting is fantastic. And you know what? You have all your tools. You really went out and got all your tools that you need in your toolbox to make it happen for yourself now. When you go out and trying to find agents and such,
Mhm.
are you feeling more confident in that too? Is your approach different now?
Yes, I do feel more confident in that. And the approach is different in that, there's been a shift in the way I think about it. You
Oh,
know,
good.
um, you know, we work with agents and managers in this industry to move forward. And you know, I knew this before, but I am more confident in this now, and getting more confident each and every day with saying, listen, I have something to offer, and I am always about learning as an artist. And I hope to, because you never arrive, so I hope to continue to hone my craft and just become more honest in my approach and what I'm doing. And I'm just getting back into doing this like full time and getting back into the world of like thinking and working as an artist, because I haven't done it consistently for a little while now. And so that's all, coming back, and it's just really a great transition for me. And I just hope to do more wonderful, interesting work really soon.
Oh, that's great. Well, I wish you all the best. You were such an asset to the group as the group loved you. In fact, I was just speaking to Kate. So Kate was like, "Oh, Charles
Yes,
just reached out." And
yes,
she just got a great job. So I'm so happy for
exactly.
her.
Yes.
And maybe there's some things there, if you know what I mean. It's like a production company, so you never know.
Yeah, yeah. We're actually going to meet up, and that's the other thing. Like, she's here, right in my neighborhood, and
I know.
so we're going to meet up. We're going to continue to hopefully, chat and talk, because Kate and the other colleagues there were really, they were great. It was, really a good vibe going.
Oh, I'm so glad, Charles. Well, I'm so glad that you were a part of it. I thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. And
Absolutely.
and I just wish you all the best. And I will continue as I connect with people to send them and you their way because you really deserve to be in this business. And I just want to see you up there.
Thank you so much. That really means so much to me. I appreciate you. Thank you again. And yeah, this interview, this talk was really fulfilling.